Okay, so listen up for this right here. It says two triangles are similar. The corresponding angles are, the word is congruent.
I knew that.
Okay.
The corresponding angles will be congruent. And the sides are,
Congruent.
nope, remember they're not going to be the same size.
Parallel.
Similar.
It does go with similar though. This is proportional.
How do you spell that?
And it also has the same scale factor. Scale factor would be, okay, how much bigger is one triangle than the other? You would say twice as big. So I take each side and multiply it by 2, right? 2 would be the scale factor. They're going to be the similar sizes, or similar shapes, but different sizes. Does that make a little bit better sense?
It's a number that determines if a shape increases or decreases.
Very good. Okay. We have to show the two triangles similar. Use the similarity properties such as side, 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 side angle, side, or angle, angle. Okay. Reflexive property. Take a look for angles or sides that are shared. What shape is reflexive property?
Share sides?
Yeah, so a shared side. So if it looks like this, I'll give you an example. So here's a triangle. So this is like A, B, C, D. So I would say that B, C would be congruent to BC or CB, right? So same thing. So it's reflexive, so it means the same, they share the same side. Okay, also goes for if they share the same angle. Multiplication property, multiplying both sides by the same number. Addition property, subtraction property, segment addition, two pieces add up to be the whole. Distributive property, and notations. Most proofs show two pairs of sides have the same ratio. It's written like this, and we're going to be using this here momentarily.
You pick a little bit up.
Up more?
Down, down,
You got it?
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a look at this one right here. Now, in a two-column proof, what should you always start with? Okay, so now in this place, it already says given, right? So what do I put there?
Oh, A, B, B is
Oh, wait. What is that? What's
Triangle.
triangle? So triangle, A, B, E, with A, B. What's that symbol?
parallel.
Parallel to DC, right? So it's already got the little arrows right here saying that those two are going to be parallel to each other. Okay. Now, this next piece. Angle DAB, is this one right here, is going to be congruent to EDC. EDC. Why are these two right here congruent to each other?
They're corresponding.
Corresponding. Very good. Man, let me throw some candy.
Moses is on fire today.
I don't even know where my candy is now. Oh, there it is.
Don't you think you're kind of creepy handing out candy?
Am I driving in like a windowless van? This is candy on the side,
White
I
van
got
with
that
tinted
for me,
window.
and I said,
and you took the candy.
God do that to me, you took me.
Okay. Now let's look. The next one right here says ABC. ABC is congruent to DCE. DCE, so it's this one right here. And we said that these are corresponding angles. Now, it gives me a reason that says it's angle-angle similarity. So are my two triangles similar to each other?
Yes.
Yes, they are. Now I have to name the triangles.
A, E, B.
A, E, B. So very good. So triangle A, E, B is similar. Here's the wavy line for similar. To what is the other triangle?
D, E, C.
So if it's A, E, B, so A, E, B, then it's going to be D,
E, C.
E, C. Very good. Does that make sense?
You.
Does anyone get lost on that?
Half of the class is lost. They just don't want to raise their hand.
Are you lost?
No.
Yes, you.
Yeah, he lost. He didn't want to feel bad alone.
He's just going to like throw everyone in front of the bus.
Yeah.
He said, it's everyone else but me. I'm good. Anyone else questions over this piece right here, or no?
Of course not.
Of course.
Okay. Now, so, given this right here, it has AE over DE, so these are the sides that go together. AE is the whole thing. DE is this one. BE is this big triangle right here, right? The big side. And then CE is here. Now, what did we say we would write for that?
Segment. Segment. Or is it? I don't even know.
Yeah, segment addition. Postulate.
No.
Reflexive property. Proportional.
Okay, notation. Most proofs show that two pairs of sides have the same ratio.
I didn't see that. That's stupid.
Okay.
That would be
So,
notation.
do they have the same ratio?
Yes.
Okay, they do have the same ratio. So now, this, because we already proved that they are similar to each other, that means that these are corresponding sides. So AE goes with DE, right? Okay, so if I were to separate the triangles into a big one and a little one, I would say A, E, B, and D, E, C. So AE goes with DE. Does that make better sense? Okay, so this is going to be definition of similarity.
So it's for notation.
That's what we're writing on it. So definition of similarity. This is where the notation comes from. That these two pieces are similar to each other. And that BE right here is similar to this one right here. So if they're similar, they're going to have the same scale factor. They're going to be in proportion to each other.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what is it?
Definition of similarity.
We have the smartest teacher on this planet.
Not in this room.
Mr. Pancho.
All right. Okay, this right here, segment addition. So now, this should actually just go with like the wording we're doing here. Segment addition. So if we're doing segment addition, what are we going to write?
ADCB.
We're going to add together two segments, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at my segments that I'm going to add together. I'm going to add AD and DE, right? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to have AD plus, what's the other side?
DE.
DE is equal to which one?
BC.
BC.
No. AD plus DE is going to give me
AE.
A to E. So all of it together, right, is AE.
Yeah.
Now let's do the other side too. What would be the other side?
BC plus CE equals BE.
BC plus CE equals BE.
How are you so smart? Congratulations.
You know, I could really truly understand sarcasm, right? I'm pretty good at it too.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'm saying it for real, for real.
Alright, so now what we did right here, you notice right here it says AE, right?
Yeah.
And over here it doesn't say AE, it says AD plus DE, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what did I do? Did I replace AE with this?
No.
Say yes.
Yes.
If I replace it, it's going to be called substitution. So I'm going to replace AE, which I had right there, with AD plus DE. And that's what this is. The same thing on the other side. So BE is going to be replaced with BC plus CE right here. So whenever I replace something, that is going to be substitution property. Alright? So, I'm going to show you guys the piece. It's not necessary, but all your proofs are going to look a whole lot like this. So, if you're using this as a reference, it's going to help you out a lot. So, I'm going to show you why it does this right here. So, if we write A, D plus D, E over D, E is equal to B, C plus C, E over CE. Now, this has a common denominator right here, right? The common denominator is DE, isn't it? Okay, good. So watch this. So if it's common denominator, I could actually separate this. I'm going to say that AD over DE plus DE over DE is equal to, do the same thing over here, BC over plus CE over CE. Now, serious question.
Yeah.
What is 5 divided by 5?
1.
What is X divided by X?
X. 1.
1. So, because X is any variable, right?
Yeah.
And so whatever the variable is, divided by the same thing, it's going to give you 1. 200 divided by 200.
1.
CE divided by DE.
1.
I don't know. Alright, so hold on. CE. This should be 1, right?
Yeah.
Same thing on top and bottom is going to give me 1.
And then that's one whole.
AD DE plus 1 right here, right?
Yeah.
Same top and bottom, I get 1 equals BC over CE plus 1. Right? CE is going to give me 1. What would I do to both sides here? If I'm trying to get this over here, what would I do?
No, add, subtract.
Subtract 1, right?
Yeah, because.
That becomes 0,
Yeah.
and that becomes 0, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm left with AD over DE is equal to BC over CE.
Math is so beautiful.
So that's where all this right here came from. That's why that happened. Now, if you guys are looking at your guys' practice, I even gave you guys a word bank here for the practice.
Word bank.
And same thing on the other side.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, it was in that pile of stuff that you had right there. Yes, it was. All right, you guys. So, don't forget, like, subscribe, share.
Share, comment, and notify.
All right, so if I get more than PewDiePie's subscription by the end of the week, everyone gets an A.
Oh my god.
75 million.
Give me your app.
Hey, Miss Wilson.